Hello YouTube, Librarian Larry here, back with another video. And today I'm going to be talking about a very interesting piece of Toontown history, some unused music tracks from the original Toontown Online. Recently, somebody named Brickster was able to find a bunch of unused music tracks for the original game, as well as a few previously unknown composers. And this is really cool because these tracks give us some insight into some cut features for the game, as well as show off some alternative tracks for music that we do see in game. If you want to hear the story about how they found these tracks, I'll be leaving a link to a Reddit post they made in the description below. Also, be sure to check out Brickster's YouTube channel, which I will be leaving the link to in the description below, and you can also follow him on Twitter at @LeBrickster. But, without further ado, let's jump into some unused music. The first two songs we'll be taking a look at are music for the estates. That's right, originally the estate was supposed to have music playing whenever you visited it. Not only was it supposed to have music, but it was also supposed to have two themes for day and night. That's right, in case you didn't know, there is a moon model on the outside of the map in the estates. This has led to the speculation that the estates were going to have a day-night cycle, which is seemingly confirmed by these two tracks. So, let's take a listen. The next track is simply titled Shopping, and was supposed to play when shopping from the catalog, unlike the silence that made it into the final game. These next two tracks are titled Radio Tune 1 and 2. I don't have any concrete information on what these were meant for, but if I had to guess, it was probably music for the inside of your house, that you can manually change using the radio item. of these unused tracks for the estates show that there was originally going to be a lot more life put into them than what was given to us in the final game. As for why these features were removed, I have two possible guesses. One is that they wanted the estates to be a breather area where players could relax and get away from everything else in the game, which could be why they decided to make them silent. My other guess is that they could have been removed simply due to budgeting or timing reasons. Now that's all the music we have for the estates, but there is still more unused music. This next track is actually a bit confusing because the file name is Gag Shop Trolley Alt Version, implying that it's an alternate theme for the gag shop within the trolley. But the original file name was Toontown Safe Zone-Fix. Now the music files for the playgrounds and streets are all referred to as safe zones, meaning this theme might have been an original theme for a playground or a street, which later got repurposed for the gag shop in the trolley, before being cut entirely. That or either of the names were simply placeholders. Either way, let's take a listen. Personally, I enjoy the track for the trolley gag shop that made it into the final game a bit more, but this one is still very cool. This next track is an alternative track for the tug of war minigame. Personally, I actually enjoy this one more than the one that we see in the game, since it feels like it's going over some type of competition. Now, finally, we have two last tracks to listen to, and let's just say I saved the best for last. These two tracks are from the Suit HQ. If you didn't know, originally all four of the COG HQs were supposed to be one big location with multiple areas, before they were split up into 4 different locations. In addition to that, the songs reference the suits, which is what the early name for the COGs was, meaning these songs are probably some of the earliest we have in terms of the game's history, back when COG HQ was still in its planning phases. So first, let's take a listen to what would have been the music for Suit HQ. Now, personally, I love this theme, but I definitely understand why they changed it. This sounds a bit more cartoonish than the final COG HQ music we see in the game, and since the COGs are supposed to be the enemies of the tunes, I think the music we have in-game fits them a lot better. That being said, I just love the way this sounds, and think it could be used for something else in the game at some point. Now finally, the last track we will be listening to is called Head Suit Theme. Now, we have no idea what this song was originally going to be used for, but I can take an educated guess. Back when Toontown was still in early development, the team wanted there to be a final boss, the head of the suits. Since the song was called Head Suit Theme, it means this was most likely the music that was going to play when the final boss was being introduced, meaning this theme might be the only trace of the chairman left from Toontown Online. Now that's everything I have to go over for now. I just want to give a huge thank you again to Brickster for finding all of these themes and showing them to the world so that they would not be lost forever. So what do you guys think of all these unused themes, and do you think there's any other purpose that these Suit HQ ones could have been used for? Let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to subscribe for some more Toontastic videos coming soon, and I will see you guys next time.